Now let's have a look at some recent purchases before I kind of wrap up here. We've been extremely busy. Usually things drop off after Melbourne Cup Day, typically from my experience, but we've just been getting smashed, which is great. I've been telling people don't wait, so maybe they're listening to me or maybe someone else is telling them something. Often we get clients wanting a property in a superior location with the opportunity to add some value. So our client who purchased this property was actually based in Brisbane, which is great. So we got to work really closely with this client, with our local team that lives there. And they found this project home that suited his abilities and his aspirations. The client plans to actually live in the property while he's updating the home, and then he's going to pull equity out and we're going to keep buying property. So he's got a pretty good hands-on strategy here. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car space house. It's a real perfect example, actually. It's in just a superior location. Our team valued the property really accurately, and we told the agent that there was, no sales to really support their original asking price, which was a tad over what it should have been. And, we said that we were looking at another property in the area, so we did a bit of bluffing and a bit of strategy, and we secured the property for $1,085,000. Now, the original owner was actually seeking $1.15 million. So same size vacant land has now sold for $1.15, so nearby. So we were very happy with the price that we negotiated and now what it's worth today. We had rejected many properties before kind of settling on this one due to very high land asset ratio, which is perfect fit for the client's high capital growth brief that he provided us with. I mean, something like this equivalent from the CBD here in Sydney, 7Ks, you're talking $5 million for a knockdown. So I think it's really interesting. Look at that block. I mean, it's perfect for a duplex site. It's just a really nice block in itself, so we were very happy with it. So let's look at the numbers quickly. 7 kilometres from the CBD, $1,085,000 purchase price. Conservative rental yield, again, he's not renting it, he's going to live in it, but conservative rental yield is going to be around about 3.1%. Remember, we're not buying this for income. If we wanted to buy it for income, we'd buy a different property, we would have spent less and we would have a higher rental yield. But this client's focus is capital growth. Why we love this purchase: top location, north aspect to rear, strong historical growth performance, high quality blue chip suburb, access to cafes and public transport. It makes sense. Perth's definitely become a real popular destination for our clients seeking a balance of income and growth. So our client wanted low maintenance and modern. We bought this 5 years young house in a 560 square meter block. I mean, 5 years old. How amazing. It's a modern 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car space house. And we got it, I can't tell you the suburb. Oh, I will, it's Christmas. We got in a suburb called Caversham, and which is to the northeast. And the house is located in a private estate. It's extremely functional and modern with big open plan office and workspaces. The location is great. It's surrounded by a host of amenities, including local shops, schools, parks, and public transport. The distance from the CBD, 13 Ks. Now, we got this for $775,000. It's fantastic. It's within less than that 15K mark. It's under $800,000. We're going to get about a 4.6% rental yield for it, about $700 a week. Great backyard, nice block of land. It's young, it's modern. The home requires minimal maintenance, easily rentable, decent land component, high income demographic location. It just all makes sense. It's an ideal investment property. This one's kind of right up my alley. It's not as attractive as the last one, but if you remember the property that I bought in November last year, and I did a video about it in May this year. If you haven't watched that video, go back and watch it because I do a full breakdown of my strategy. But it's got a large land component. It's nicely renovated. It's the type of property that you can easily sit on for a couple decades in this location while the other older houses in the street are going to get knocked down, subdivided, rebuilt, allowing you to benefit from an increased housing price. So check this one out. They did a really good job. This is a 1970s build, which has had a total internal renovation in 2019. They did a great job. Like I said, if you watch my video, there's a lot of similarities between this one that I bought for a client and the one I bought for myself. This is a classic 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, single lock-up garage. One of the questions that we ask clients when buying an investment property is, would you prefer an older house on a larger block or a younger house on a smaller block. And listen, there's pros and cons to both, and the decision it often comes down to the buyer's personal risk tolerance level. If you and I have that discussion, I'll explain all the pros and cons. I don't have time to do it here, but I think it is important to look at. It's often about finding the balance between that cash flow, which is on the left-hand side there, and obviously that capital growth on the right-hand side there. So one is instantaneous, the cash flow, you're going to get it as soon as you rent it. The other is more long-term. So it depends on how you're thinking about your investment strategy. Again, 9 kilometers from the CBD. This is a really decent sized block that you can see there, 728 square meters, $710,000 purchase price. I mean, again, which is what a great property. It's got a strong growth location, large government infrastructure, spend in that area, super tight vacancy rate, low maintenance, potential development site. It just makes a lot of sense.